Johnson has promised 9 million doses of its vaccine to South Africa. So Walton reports from New York.
The results from pharmaceutical company Johnson & Johnson's trial in the US showed its COVID-19 vaccine is 72% effective at protecting people from the virus. It's now going to apply for emergency use authorization here in the US next week. But the shot was also trialled in South Africa, and results from there showed it was just 57% effective. Now that suggests that it is less able to protect people from the B.1.351 strain, which is driving infections in South Africa, and that is a blow. South African firm Aspen Pharmacare had announced a deal to produce the vaccine if it is approved, and the country is in line to get 9 million doses of it. It's a single-shot vaccine and doesn't need to be kept at as low a temperature as some of the other vaccines available. So it has the potential to revolutionise coronavirus vaccination across the world. But its comparative inefficiency against B.1.351 has global implications. This strain has now been found in 31 different countries. The Pfizer-BioNTech, Moderna and Novavax vaccines have also been shown to be less effective against it. And so this new strain could continue to spread even though people are being vaccinated. Nevertheless, there are still calls from top infectious disease experts to speed up international vaccination efforts in order to lower the number of transmissions, giving the virus less chance to mutate and create more vaccine-resistant strains. Sarah Walton, SABC News, New York.
Sarah, thank you very much indeed for that report. Well, the row in Europe over vaccine shows no sign of letting up, with EU officials threatening new export controls on vaccine shipments leaving Europe. It comes as the European Medicines Agency made its long-awaited decision on whether to authorize a new vaccine for European patients. In Berlin, SABC correspondent Trent has more.
Europe has added a new weapon to its armoury for its fight against COVID-19, with the EU regulator giving the green light to the vaccine from AstraZeneca and Oxford. It joins jabs already in use from both Pfizer and Moderna. But the rollout of this vaccine is expected to be slower than first hoped, with the company saying it's having supply chain problems. It means that of the 80 million doses originally ordered for this quarter, less than half are expected to be delivered. That's left EU officials angry, and they are demanding that the company finds a way to fulfil their original commitments, even if that means having British vaccines shipped across from the United Kingdom, where the company says it's not having the same supply chain problems. But given the localised shortages, the EU Health Commissioner has announced new export checks and possibly restrictions on all vaccines leaving the bloc.
Commitment needs to be kept, and contracts are binding. Advance purchase agreements need to be respected. Today, we have developed a system that will allow us to know whether vaccines are being exported from the EU. This increased transparency will also come with the responsibility for the EU to authorise, with our member states, these vaccine exports. Humanitarian shipments and COVAX donations will not be affected, nor will it affect our neighbours.
Here in Germany, health regulators also gave their nod of approval to the AstraZeneca vaccine yesterday, but restricted its use for patients aged over 65, saying they'd like to see some more data. But EU officials disagreed, instead joining their counterparts from the UK, US and Canada in saying the vaccine was both safe and effective for all adults. Trent Murray, SABC News, Berlin.